Teal from SYF. It's his birthday. Make sure you wish him a huge happy birthday in the chat, guys. This is MightyKiwi.
Do you know how old he is? He's pretty young, right?
He's a baby. He's turning 21.
Not that young. I mean...
He's a baby.
Oh. MightyKiwi. He played in Nation Wars, right? Got to represent New Zealand. So, yeah, I mean, people have seen a little bit of this guy. This. Kind of expected this, to be honest. 2 racks already going down. I wouldn't be surprised if the 3rd racks went down. I think you kind of have to play like this on this map. It's such a wonky map. Like, there's so much surface area into the main through the cliff area, and then the natural is pretty easy to hop in and out of as well.
And taking a 3rd is like stabbing yourself in the wrists. It's really not fun, so you may as well try and win nice and early. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I mean, I kind of expected something wonky from MightyKiwi as well, to be honest, because it's a map that weird stuff is bound to happen on. It's kind of like Leralac in that sense, because things are wide open and not always the greatest for every matchup, so you may as well see what you can do to your opponent early on. And we see an SEV scout coming out here, so we can try and start eliminating some spawn positions for MightyKiwi.
Yeah. I think he saw that Overlord, so he should know it's cross map.
He says his heart.
Just no pause, just straight up lies.
It's brutal, man. No love lost here.
You gotta do what you gotta do to get these wins and to get that better seed. And the first Reaper gets into the main. It's gonna do battle with these Lings. Nothing too crazy should happen just as of yet. Ling speed is about halfway done. Queens are out on the way as well, so the MightyKiwi is well on the way to try and hold this. Needs to be careful for those transferring drones, not to get any of them picked off. You really don't want to lose any drones this early on when the Reaper count is this low. Oh, nice little grenade there. Already a bunch of Lings have gone down.
Yeah, it's so hard to keep those alive against this many Reaper grenades. It's going to lose a drone here as well.
Yeah.
Needs more Lings and Queens. Speed isn't too far of finishing, so Seether does have to be a little bit careful about going deep, especially in creep here, because they can close the distance and start putting on some hurt to those Reapers. But
well, it needs to be careful for that Queen. It's gonna get lobbed off the creep with the grenades, but now Speed does finish. So, accidentally kills one of his own Reapers with the grenade there. He really needs to keep those alive though, seriously, because it's a lot harder to get overwhelmed by the Lings if you can just kind of sustain your Reaper count and continue to pick off at the Ling count.
Yeah, that's very true. And actually he's gonna try and surround some of them. The Reaper grenades actually almost help him there, and the Queens are able to take out almost 2 of them. Surely he can get a couple more here, and he's going to chase him all the way home, trying to dodge the Reaper grenades as he goes, and this is basically done. And look at what we have in the middle of the map from Seether as well. Just casually a CC at the gold, for good measure.
Yeah. And MightyKiwi actually, he just runs straight past the watchtower, doesn't actually activate, so he doesn't see this happening. But 6th surround attempt from MightyKiwi, but Seether, his slippery Reapers just kind of slither out of there.
That's it. They rolled around in some butter before they came on this journey. And Seether's going to get mining at a gold base somehow. It looks like the Overlord's actually going to find out about that. All is not lost. He can get in there and punish that. Map hacks, man. Map hacks.
Yeah, his spidey senses are tingling.
Yeah, it's kind of the obvious move. Like, if you arrive in the natural and he doesn't have a CC, you're like, I think I know what you just did.
Yeah. I'll see that does a good job of actually kind of warding away those Lings from actually denying the mining there. The 2 SCVs at the gold base are still alive and happy. But looks like the Lings do move back in. Oh, wow. That's so sick. He needs to get some repairs on that planetary fort. Oh, no! The first gets surrounded. Oh, outplayed. That was
Should, like,
really nice
leave
bait.
at that goal, just in case he decides to turn around and try and land it again. But
Yeah.
behind all this, MightyKiwi's squeezed out an extra few drones. And he's also grabbed the Roach Warren. He's got a third base. His crew spread is starting to get moving. And this is where it gets gross for the Terran, because he can try and take his natural, and that's about it.
Yeah, and that's
the things already.
A lot of wasted mining time here that he could have been, a lot of time wasted that could have been mining, but looks like the SCVs do have to get pulled here to try and hold out this massive amount of lings. Stim does finish up, so he does activate that straight away, but these lings are trading super efficiently against those SCVs, and a total of 15 have gone down for Seether this game so far, so MightyKiwi definitely feeling to be in a great position. And he's actually secured his third pretty much no problem, which is usually a problem, as you said before, on this map. So that's even more of a bonus for MightyKiwi right now.
Yes, indeed. A couple of evens coming up later. Old tech looks like it's going to start rolling out in just a moment for MightyKiwi. He's tried to be as annoying as possible to see that, because it's quite often a viable strat to just try and kill him really early, because there's just not a lot of room for them to move, or rather in the main too much for them to move, because he can start taking down these back rocks and being a pest. I'd even like to see him get Overlord drops and just go straight into the main, because there's plenty of surface area that he can try that with as well. It's just a good map for shenaniganry, really. I mean, take your pick.
Back rocks have always traditionally been bad for Terrans, because it's so hard for Terrans to kind of split their bio out thin to try and defend. Like, bio is usually good in, like, medium numbers when they're together. You really don't want to be, like, splitting off, like, Marines here and there to cover a large surface area. But he does defend his back rocks, and so MightyKiwi won't have access to those for a while, but Aspire is out on the way, so it's going to be Ling, Bane, Muta for MightyKiwi here. The +1/+1 is well on the way as well. Seether has finished his +1 attack, but just hasn't had the gas income necessary to really start his +2 or anything like that. Yeah, he's prioritizing his medevac production over the +1 armor, which I totally agree with at this stage. He needs to be active on the map and try and get some type of damage done, because he knows he's behind, you know, like having to lift up his gold, getting a bunch of those SCVs killed at the natural. There's no failing speed yet, though, so this could be pretty good.
Wow, he actually lets a lot of them detonate on the Marauders there on the front lines, and there is one left, but he targets it down very nicely. Queen's coming in, trying to target down the medevacs as well. They will get one.
Nice.
Failing speed about to kick in, so if he can pull back 5 at a time and grab a few banelings, he will be able to clean this up, but you know what?
He trade for Seether.
Yeah, he did way better there than I expected him to.
Yeah, it was just those banelings were too slow, even on the creep. Terrans are getting so good at, you know, target firing those while splitting away, and MightyKiwi paid the heavy price there for that one. Although now,
well, luckily this has all been on creep, so he's been able to get some surrounds and finally force Seether out of here. Nice use of the low ground here, actually. And he might be able to get a few more reinforcements on the way, but the macro for MightyKiwi has been pretty great so far. He's just churning out non-stop links. He's got 2-2 on the way. Has he gotten to Spire? He does.
Yeah,
he just doesn't have the gas for meters.
Yeah, he just wants to crank out Lings and Banelings at this stage. He just don't take any chances. He knows he has a better economy. As long as he outproduces his opponent in army supply, he should just, you know, continue to swat this back. And as long as he doesn't overcommit, he should be totally fine.
This creep spread is out of control, though.
Yeah. Oh, those Banelings getting caught off guard. Needs to be careful not to lose those. Oh, and a Widowmine. Ooh. Pretty decent shot there.
Yeah. Did manage to get a few of the things out of there. He needs a couple of overseas paps on the front lines. He's grabbing mutas now too, though. It's getting towards the point where I think he could just come in with a whole bunch of Lingbane and move into the natural Seether if he needs to, because he's got 4 base. The creep spread is still really gross. 2-2 is not far off finishing. He's got Overlord speed about to finish as well. 13 meters. You know, everything's kind of lining up. Just as Seether is coming out for another attack. And see, this is the only option Seether has. It's like attack or die anyway, so
yeah,
maybe he can get something done. His control has been really good so far.
yeah. Those mutas are going to be huge, though, because so far Seether has been able to retreat with his medevacs every single time and not lose those gas-heavy units, but if he loses a fight now, most of the medevacs are going to die, and looks like pretty nice splits coming out from Seether, but I feel like there's slightly too much from MightyKiwi out just now, and those mutalisks, as I said, they are going to chase down these medevacs, but with some reinforcements, the mutas are warded away. This medevac loads up 8 marines, but it's out of boosts. But MightyKiwi shows mercy and lets it live for a little while longer. Infestation pit out and away. MightyKiwi is feeling really comfortable at this stage. He has overlords at both third base locations for Seether, so he knows he's stuck on 2 base economy, and we're approaching that 12-minute mark where the main base does tend to run out of minerals. And as I say that, he lifts his main command center up to move it somewhere, and he's going to be pretty sad to see this overlord here, but okay, so he is just going to go straight to the gold. Yeah, I mean, I like that move. He needs to do something crazy to try and come back into this game, but this creep spread, man, it's getting out of control. Seether cannot move onto MightyKiwi's side of the map without being spotted.
Yeah.
Oh!
The +2 is... Oh, gosh. Okay, whoa. Careful. +2 is about halfway done for MightyKiwi as well, whereas 2-2 is finished. 3-3 won't be too far off once that high finishes as well. The money for MightyKiwi is looking really good. Like, he's very rich. I mean, not so much in minerals now because he just made like 40 lings, but yeah, it's hard to gain any sort of territory here for Seether. And actually, in comes the big Zerg army and is kind of backed up against the wall for a second. He's going to try and micro back. And he's doing a fantastic job of it so far, but gosh, there's so much Zerg left.
Oh, the SCVs. Yeah, and there's just not enough Terran. That was really nice micro off creep, but there was just not enough army. And MightyKiwi was just overwhelming his opponent, and GG gets called out. This is what you get for picking this map, man.
Yeah, man, serves you right. Yeah. Oh, well done to MightyKiwi. It took him way longer to kill Seether than I anticipated, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he's just taking his time. Didn't want to
Yeah.
or anything. Didn't want to run into like a sneaky widow mine or something like that. Yeah, I think he played it up perfectly fine. You know, just made sure he had enough army, and then once he felt safe enough, started attacking up, and just overwhelmed Seether. I believe the second map is Prion? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so another map where slightly wonky shenanigans can occur.
Kind of, I don't know, I kind of want to see the proxy him or something.
Yeah.
3 Wax Reaper is cool and all, but people kind of expect it now, right?
Yeah.
Throw him something different. Because you can bet the Zerg's going to try and take the goal bases again anyway.
And here we go. Looks like both players are ready in the lobby. The countdown has begun.
Yes, indeed it has.
Yeah, we're going to get into this beautifully designed map with 2 gold bases on each side of the map.
Is that sarcasm?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
I'm with you. Alrighty. We're back in action for game number 2, not wasting any time. In the top left, he's the orange Terran from Frenetic Ray. He is Seether.
And in the bottom right-hand side of the map, spawning as the teal Zerg from SYF, it's MightyKiwi. Goes for that extractor cancel to get that extra drone out.
Game paused.
Ooh.
Phone calls.
Phone. Oh, come on.
It's WCS, mate. pretty sure the phone can take a back seat right now when you're earning dollar bills, okay?
He's
Being 1-0 is no excuse. You should be like, I am working. Gosh.
Exactly.
WCS is a priority, man.
Oh, and look at this. Gas first for Seether as well, so we'll see what this means. I've seen Terrans go gas first into like 2 barracks worth of Reaper production, but this could also be like an early factory for maybe like super early Hellions or something. This is going to be pretty interesting. I don't really know what Seether's planning to do here. Oh, there we go, 2 racks. Maybe a third one coming down if he wants to.
So this tournament, Pox has been playing Terran, I think, and apparently it's just looking to 3 racks Reaper people a lot. So I'm assuming that that's got something to do with what these guys are talking about with Pox got 27 racks.
Wow. So
every TvZ, he's started 3 racks. Wow. Okay.
That is no shame. Well, it looks like, it is going to be 3 racks worth of production here from Seether. Let's see if it goes a little better than it did last time round. Because MightyKiwi held that pretty easily last, on Central Protocol. This map, though, I don't know, I think it's just slightly better on this map. Yeah. Ooh, too much chatting. You guys see overload.
See, this is actually all part of Seether's strat. He talks to him to distract him from making overlords, and then he supply blocked when the Reapers show up. See, it's top-notch play. Yeah. These guys are probably not taking it quite so seriously at this point because it's been a long day for this tournament, and also they've already got pretty good seeds. So I'm sure neither of them are too upset if they lose at this point. It's more just seeing how far they can get through the bracket. So yeah, we are faced yet again with another 3 racks Reaper. Let's see how we go with this one. That Reaper's already getting a little bit low. He needs to be tiny bit careful.
Oh, with the Queen coming. Oh, nice snipe there.
He did it.
Man, great start from MightyKiwi yet again. He seems to have this Reaper defense on lockdown.
Yeah.
I'm sure he faces it all the time on ladder. I know I've done it quite a few times.
Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things you get used to.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, the beginning of Heart of the Storm when the Reaper change came in and people were opening like the 2 Reapers and getting like 4 drone kills every time. Yeah. Zergs eventually figured out exactly how to play against it, and then, the damage they took just became less and less and less until literally they took 0 damage, except for like 1 or 2 events.
He's now lost 3 Reapers, so this is actually going quite well from MightyKiwi. The critical mass is not there, and he's happy to drone behind this. He's getting a few extra queens, so he's really not suffering from this at all. He's got a huge amount of lings here too, so he can chase these all the way home. Does need to be a little bit careful because they can always turn around and try and come back into his base, but yeah, he's done a fantastic job thus far. And Seether behind this, he's still making Reapers, but he's getting an extra couple of racks. He's getting a CC, Tech Lab. He's starting to move out of just the straight up Reaper.
Yeah, that said, this is a lot of barracks.
Okay.
6 barracks with the production.
I thought at least one of those was a factory, but never mind. Who needs those?
I know. I think he just wants to pump out like a lot of bio, and then kind of take his third, and just play defensively for a little while, at least until medevacs are out. You really don't want to be that out on the map without medevac support with your bio, just because you can get surrounded and stuff like that. But MightyKiwi now on the opposite side of the map with all of his links, he's not going to be able to break through this wall, I don't think, especially with the Reapers in position to defend this now. A little bit, maybe a little bit of an overextension there, maybe from MightyKiwi. There's no real reason for him to try and get too aggressive. He's ahead. He's taking his 3rd base as well. See, they're just going straight to the gold base, actually. Not too bad of an idea, especially with that nice bunker positioning behind the middle line. It should be pretty easy to defend position. against just the pure lings he's seen so far from his opponent. But with a Roach Horn and a Baneling Nest coming out, oh, actually with the 2 Evo Chambers, I was gonna say maybe he's gonna do a big Roach Bane attack, but I don't know. With the Evo Chambers, he's probably just gonna play it out into a longer game.
I mean, it depends how his next couple of pokes go. Because he could decide to just go, screw it, I'm gonna attack you. Oh no, Reapers, please be careful. He loses 1 in there. Yeah, because I mean, that's a lot of units to be making right now. And he isn't actually upgrading from those Evas just yet, so they could just be like a just in case or just to throw you off sort of Evo chamber, but he is actually churning out a few more drones, going for the Banelings.
Alright, so Seether, I think he saw the Banelings morphing in, so he needs to pre-spread his army and kind of get ready for this. Maybe even adding some more bunkers wouldn't be a bad idea. But these slow Banelings, actually, unless the Lings protect them, the Reapers will have a heyday on those.
Banelings look so cute when they get hit by the grenade. Oh no,
be careful!
Trying to squeeze him into the corner.
Yeah.
These Banelings are so slow, it's actually quite painful. Let's go for the SCVs, he might be able to get those. Nice smoker back from Seether on the other side though, because all the Banelings are going to go down without getting any proper detonations. Okay.
Could have been slightly better than all these SCVs in the red. They're going to get closed in on by the... Oh, okay, so he's just going to split these away, but that's super scary.
Yeah, he only got 6 worker kills out of all that. The units lost is quite heavily in favor of Seether. 77 units lost for MightyKiwi. Not that much difference in the resources, all things considered, but certainly had a bit of a beating there. And 4th base coming up for MightyKiwi behind this, finally getting some upgrades after that attack. And yeah, I guess going back into macro, going back into getting some tech, because Seether can actually just walk across the map and try and kill him once he's got maybe a couple of medevacs out to go with this force.
Yeah, I think that's really the plan. I mean, that's why he went for the 6 barracks worth of bioproduction. He had no intention of ever making a 3rd base. I mean, the reason he can afford that is obviously because he has that gold base. It kind of boosts your economy in terms of minerals by quite a bit compared to if you just took a normal mineral expansion. And yeah, I agree with you. He's probably just going to go for some type of parade push here off the 2 bases to try and break MightyKiwi. But with that 4th base coming down as well, which is a gold base, I feel like MightyKiwi has what it takes to really kind of just crush this army, as long as he has enough Banelings ready and he kind of engages on creep and doesn't overcommit. Oh, nice counterattack.
Yeah, very nicely done. He's going to get right in here, full scout. Not actually going to get a lot of kills, if any. But it's an distraction.
Sneaky 2 lings. He's going to turn those into Banelings. This is a very TvZ move. Some of the creep being cleared away here for the impending attack, which Seether is trying to mount. Oh, he gets kind of off guard, but actually a lot of those Banelings landing into Marauders, not being controlled to their full potential. Oh no, no combat shields as well, as Insano points out, but it does just finish now. Oh, not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, only just a couple of kills out of that, but round 2 of the Grand Army on the front lines is ready again, and he does clean all of that up. It looks like he's just going to go straight away to replace the creep spread that he lost. Spire has come down as well. He's got so much money. He can replenish that army, no problem. Go for counterattack if he wants, because, I mean, Seether doesn't actually have a lot left. A big Ling Bane attack like he tried before could do well. But he has loaded up a drop to come down the left-hand side of the map, so maybe that could do some damage and keep MightyKiwi in his base for a little while longer.
Yeah, adding an armory is Seether. I wonder what he's going to do with that. Maybe it's just for level 2 attacks or upgrades in general. Oh, okay, so it's probably going to be for Hellbats. He is adding on some Hellions. I'm not sure if this is going to work out for him just because MightyKiwi's economy is just so far ahead of his, and he has really good production capabilities right now. This drop, though, landing in the natural? Yeah, I think it's going to go straight into the natural. But at the same time, rolling into this third base. The Banelings are in position though for the defense. And Seether continues to try and get some efficient trades in here and there, but MightyKiwi still at a pretty comfortable 20 supply lead at this stage. His 2-2 is about halfway done, making 13 Mutalisks. Try and complement his army and kind of shut down these drops. The main command center is floating down to the natural position for Seether to try and get some more economy rolling to kind of continue to pump out of those 6 barracks worth of production. Plus 2 attacks is being added as well, but I don't think that's really going to come into play. I think MightyKiwi would probably overwhelm Seether before that finishes. But
oh, he's going to get rid of that drop.
Yep.
Actually does get to unload a lot before he cleans it up, but yes, still wasn't able to do all that much. Infestation Pit now coming down as 2-2 finishes, and he can head into that hive. Could even go for another ground-based attack. He's moving up towards the middle of the map a little bit. And those mutas could get some harass done in the main, I'm sure. He's got a lot of options here, MightyKiwi does, considering that his army is considerably larger than Seether's 117 to 82 supply.
Yeah, judging from this giant free spread that Seether has in front of his gold base, he's hoping MightyKiwi's going to attack into him and take some bad trades. We'll see if that's going to happen, but nah, MightyKiwi, a little too smart for that, pulls back, morphs in a bunch more Banelings to make sure he can crush his army. The first wave moves in, and the Banelings are closing on these Marines, even though they were magnificently free spread. There's just too much from MightyKiwi.
Wow, GG.
Yeah, GG's out.